ready for a little bit of people power, taking to the streets, marching down, demanding a little bit of action on climate change.
I really want to say to the G8 and the G20, last year you said you will stop fossil fuel subsidies, which at the moment is $100 billion annually of taxpayers' money that is going to support big oil and big coal. Now they are trying to wriggle out. We will be watching and we expect you to suspend those subsidies. But dear brothers and sisters, the importance of our gathering is also the building unity of citizen action and civil society. We are here to say we will not be divided along the lines of trade unions, NGOs, environmentalists. We now need to be as united as possible to send a clear message. My last comment is to say that today Stephen Harper made a big fuss about the 1.2 billion that they have spent on maternal mortality. We know that if there is political will, resources can be found to support developing countries to ensure that they have the resources to adapt and mitigate climate change. It is not fair that those that have been least responsible for climate change are the ones that are paying the first and most brutal price for the impacts of climate change. So with those words, let's make this march a historical march. Let's be peaceful. Let's send a clear message that we will be united and that a people united will never be defeated. A people united will never be defeated. A people united will never be defeated. Thank you.
Those who are intending to demonstrate, of course, are intending to do that as citizens and contributors to a messaging process which is desperately needed. When world leaders gather, they are not in their normal accountable context when they meet multilaterally. There is, where are the citizens in multilateral space?
To a clean economy, I believe.
I learned only, and perhaps many of you knew this, but one of my colleagues told me today that there is legislation in Ontario that identifies a 15-meter zone within the fence, and within which you are not supposed to be able to go. And I thought, oh my God, look at that. Not only is there a fence, but there's a virtual fence 15 meters away from it. This is just, of course, astonishing stuff.
Thousands. Nothing is happening here except a lineup of cops. There's nothing happening here but a lineup of cops, so please keep the march going.
Streets are streets. Whose streets are streets? Whose streets are streets? And I think it's really important for us to really come up and say that this is not the way it was supposed to be. I mean, you are accountable to the people who have elected you. You're accountable to the citizens of the world as people who are representing global governance. And you need to keep your doors open to speak to us. And I think that's the message that we really want to get out there.
We are walking downtown Toronto. We came up from Queen's Park. It was very rainy, but now it looks like the sun's coming out around us. We have tons of people here representing the 1.7 million signatures that we've had on our petition to eradicate poverty, to attack climate change. And it looks like everyone's out in full force. We've got the green hard hats representing the clean economy. Of course, this is all to represent the very important promise that the G20 made last year in Pittsburgh. Phase out subsidies to oil, coal, and gas. Yesterday, India came out. They're going to phase out all their subsidies. It's absolutely fantastic. We're looking for more of that to come forward from the G20 leaders.